Happy Friday night. Oops. Happy Monday night, everyone.
Wait a minute.
Sorry.
What day is this?
We have a lot still we're doing here at our house this evening. So thanks for coming to Monday night, the Monday night before Christmas. And I'm aware that Hanukkah starts tomorrow night as well. And so thanks for joining us when you're so busy. Let's start at the top. I wanted to tell you a few things. We're going to talk about it in our video tomorrow, but the Princess app does have an upgrade, update, whatever you want to call it today. And we did discover that earlier today. But all of the things that it says in the description that is supposed to be in that app, I haven't been able to A, find or B, get to work.
Yeah.
So we wanted a little bit more experience with that before I talk about it. So we'll be letting you know about that more tomorrow. Anybody can share their experience, though. That would be nice. So let us know. It sure is good to see you all here. Thank you. Thank you. I've said it before, but it's remarkable what social media and the internet can do, isn't it? Just to bring people together. And then you throw COVID in there. And the thing I think that came out of COVID the best is it increased our ability to feel close together when we're far apart. And there's a lot that I feel like goes into that. You know, if before COVID anybody ever said that I would be able to FaceTime with somebody or talk with you here and feel like I was so much closer to you than I am, I would have never believed them. But it's remarkable how that works. So thanks for being here with us. So we'll hello, Linnea. You are, I think, commented first here, my dear. Nice to have you. A very, very Merry Christmas to everyone here, and Happy New Year and Happy Hanukkah. What you celebrate. We're really thrilled that you have that you do that, and we're hope that you have the most wonderful time with your family, whoever it is, friends that you celebrate with. So and I want to add celebrate. You know what? I'm going to tell you this, and I want to know what you think. So I was telling Gordon yesterday, you know, we have just been so busy, and I haven't felt quite as Christmassy as I had hoped this year. And so, you know, you run through in your mind how things are going. And I thought, you know what? I do think about Jesus Christ every day. I try to be better. I try to focus what I'm doing. But, you know, it just hit me. And I know y'all already knew this, but I'm grateful that I got to think about it yesterday. It's like we need to celebrate more what we celebrate at Christmas time. And we need to figure out how to truly not let that go. And so whether you celebrate Christmas, whether you celebrate Hanukkah, I think it's important that we all think about celebrating how important this is. So throwing that out there to you. So thank you, Linnea. I love how you put, you highlighted Christ in Christmas.
Yeah.
Thank you, sweetheart. And
and as we got talking about, you know, the ability for families to come together a little bit more, they focus a little bit more on that. And we do, and we appreciate that, that it gives us a minute to kind of step back and step away. I mean, I've got a couple of days off work.
Yeah, he doesn't have to go
so
tomorrow.
I'm sleeping in tomorrow.
Well, not too late, because we have to make sugar cookie dough.
They can take care of themselves.
All righty. Why do you say these things? But I love you. Baby Girl Sick and Bears, good to have you with us. I have got to learn how to say your name, HROVJE. Nice to have you with us as well. And Becky, Sue, and Phil, thank you. I need to send you an email back. The question about Trump's Panama Canal threats, I don't even think it's a threat. I guess it depends on which news report you read, but I don't think it's going to impact cruising at all. Like, that's not even on my list of worries. You just plan your Panama Canal cruise whenever you want to go, and I'm confident you'll get to go. And it's really interesting to note, you will note that with everything that they've had down there with their drought going on, the cruise ship still went. And I think that says a lot right there.
It does.
Lots of people have commented to me as they've come to go through the Panama Canal that they still will see ships lined up and waiting. And but cruise ships go. And I don't think we have anything to worry about. No. So, yeah, and I'm so excited to take you with us when we go on the Panama Canal at the end of February. We'll do our best to show you everything. I know it's not quite the same as being there, but I followed some people on some of their travel vlogs and some of their videos and the places they go. And I know a lot of it, sorry, I have hair on me. A lot of it are to places that I know I'll never get to go. And it's a little bit like going. So,
yeah.
we'll take you with us. I'm really excited. So yeah, that's a good question though. And believe me, I've thought about this. I've read several reports about it. So Rich and Pat, so good to see you. They say Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays to all. Thank you, thank you. We are really excited. They are coming with us on the Coral Princess. I am so excited about that. We have like about 40 people coming, and not quite, but almost. And I am absolutely thrilled. This is going to be splendid. And one thing that makes me really happy is we have all those sea days. So we'll have time to actually like chat and get together more, because port days are so fun, but everybody's, busy.
Yeah.
And so the sea days give us a little bit more luxury to spend more time together.
Yeah.
I'm really excited.
This kind of goes back to the Northern Lights cruise where we had a couple of sea days going back and forth.
Yeah. And Zanetta did this amazing craft for us. So I don't know how many people like to do crafts. We do crafts on the craft on the Panama Canal cruise. I can't guarantee crafts. I could guarantee craft, and it would probably be knocking off a lot of what Zanetta did. So, because she's remarkable. But yeah, say in the comments if you think that would be fun. Got Kay here. Hey, Kay and Kathy. So good to see you.
60 days till the Panama Canal.
60 days. That's not very long. Yeah, 60 days when I was trying to make it work today. What did I get to do today, though? I was able to order our medallions. I don't know if you noticed your medallions ordered for that cruise. But I had not been able to do that for that cruise before. Like every time I tried to go through, we would get to a point no one go any further. So that's a good thing. That's working. But
Jeffrey pointed out a couple of things.
Hey, Jeffrey. Okay. Sorry. Hey, Kim. So nice to see you, sweetie pie. Jeffrey is always hello there. Everybody follow us Cruising for One blog. And then Code 4 for Life. It's so good to see you, Donna.
They're
and
out
Scotty.
doing errands now.
Are you running errands?
Yeah.
Thanks for popping in. We really appreciate it. Clyde from Seattle. Nice to have you. And Lori, it's nice to see you. Let's see. Have a Coke. Good to see you, John and Mike. Oh, thank you. A very Merry Christmas back. Happy holidays, everyone. And Ontario girl. Nice to have you with us, sweetie.
So here's Jeffrey talking about
you found the new opt-ins. Oh, good. Have you found the keepsake section?
Keepsake,
that was on the list. Can't find a keepsake section. So tell us if you found that. Donna, sure is good to see you. Chris, good evening. Freedom of the Seas. How is it going on Freedom of the Seas, Chris?
Wow.
Let us know. Like, I'd love to know about that. I'm thinking it probably is a lot like the Explorer of the Seas that we went on. So yeah, how fun is that? I'm glad you're there. So Karen, so nice to see you.
He says they actually have services every morning.
Oh, they do have services every morning? Oh, I love that.
Nice.
That's really nice. They've got that as an option for everyone. So Sharon, it's good to see you. I feel like it's maybe been a minute, or maybe you've been here and I've missed or just been around. It is sure good to see you. This is a funny thing. You live in the Fort Lauderdale area, right? I remember one time you said something about a meet and greet. We should do that. Next time Gordon and I come that direction before a cruise, we should do that the night before. I think that would be a lot of fun. So let's see. Emil Wolf. Best wishes for happy holidays to everyone. And you know what? Happy anniversary to you and Lori.
Yes.
His queen is Lori, and this is their 23rd anniversary on December 23rd.
So good on her for putting up with you.
Very happy anniversary, you two, with lots of love. Yeah.
Yes.
Hope you have had a wonderful day. So we're
and
happy
you know
for
I
you.
mean that in all kindness.
And wish you so many more years together of just happiness. So Norma, sure is good to see you, sweetie pie. Let's see. Life, Liberty, and Guns. Oh, good to see you. Yeah. It is so good to see you guys. I know I keep saying that. Let's see. He'll post on Facebook later. Love his life. Nice to see you as well. How is everybody? You know, I think that everybody just kind of focused on getting through the holidays right now, with family and everything, because I feel like I love everybody saying Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. I just feel like everybody, like, we're on pause with worrying about everything. And once we get through this, we'll be back. Because I keep telling Gordon, I need to finish filling up 2025 with what we want to do. And I can't wait for more of 2027 to come out. So, like, it's really an exciting time of year.
Oh, and back on the Panama Canal, I'm drafting the email now. So
he was supposed to do it sooner, and then
Things happen.
He's had more work than we thought. So Jeffrey said it's a well-organized deck plan. That's what the keepsake thing is? Okay.
No. He was talking about
Oh.
Freedom of the Seas.
Oh, so sorry. Oh, it was your favorite ship when you were sailing with Royal? Oh, I like that. That's a good thing to know, Jeffrey. So Chris should pick the right ship. If that's what Jeffrey says, you're definitely on the right ship. Sorry, I have lint. I was doing laundry before this. Okay, let's see.
Richard.
Where are we?
Right
Oh,
here.
hey, Richard Rowe, nice to have you with us. Oh, it sure is nice to have you here. We're trying to figure out how we can increase our influence and extend our reach in 2025 because we just love doing this. And we feel like there are more people just like all of you out there that would be nice to have with us and need all of you in their life. So we're trying to think of this. Nancy and Michael, very Merry Christmas to you. Sure is good to see you both. Let's see.
Down under.
Oh my goodness. 23 hours and 14 minutes till the red suited man comes down the chimney.
Yep. Yeah, and they had a video out earlier today that I got to see.
Good.
Well, today or anyway, recently.
Days run together. Yeah. Sure is good to see you, Sean and Lana. Really good to see you both. I hope you're doing good. Thanks for popping in.
So Jeffrey is thinking that maybe, where was it? The keepsakes may only show up if you're on board. And that may make sense.
You're very wise.
Yeah. So if there's anybody here that is on board a Princess ship and you've gone and updated the app, let us know.
Yeah, well, yeah.
And it's likely that you did update the app because when I tried to get into it today, it forced me to update it.
Well, and it says that it's under the home button, which is, down in the bottom right left-hand corner. But when you click that, it's like the main page of your app. So maybe you just scroll down more. That's a good point. Thanks for saying that, Jeffrey. Because I was trying everything. This is really funny. Like I upgraded it, then I deleted it and reinstalled it. I was trying everything to get that to show. So thank you for saying that. And you will be on 16 days till you're sailing out of Princess sailing out of Port Canaveral. I'm envious. Yeah. I am really envious. I want to go on the Caribbean Princess out of Port Canaveral.
That would be.
Yeah. Maybe we should look at those.
Well, and that would be what, 3 years from our time on the Caribbean Princess?
2022. Yeah.
Yeah. Which we went out in January out of Fort Lauderdale.
That'd be fun.
Where there was 25% capacity on the ship.
Mm-hmm.
That
was like fabulous.
Wow.
It was so different, but so cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have, we did videos back then and we have it like walking down and like nobody at the pool and nobody, how they have like on the Lido deck where they have like all the loungers and as you keep walking down, there's the different areas and like nobody's there.
Yeah.
And it's the middle of the day. Yeah, it was really something.
Are those 7-day cruises?
I'd have to look. Yeah. I'd have to look and see what they all are.
Maybe.
So.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited for you. Really excited for you, Jeffrey. Let's see. 88 days till Chris is on his first Princess cruise going on the Discovery.
Good.
I like that Discovery.
Our neighbors just got back off the Discovery.
Oh, yes. They were posting over in the Facebook group. Mm-hmm. We got to see them yesterday at church. Oh, my goodness. They said they had the best time.
Yeah.
Really. And it makes me so happy.
Yeah.
So they're to the point they have children that are like growing up and leaving the nest. And so to me, I remember when our children were that age and I was trying to grab every minute that I could for us to be together, do special things together. So I'm glad it worked out so nice for them. Really nice. Hey, Midge, it is so good to see you over there in Denver. I'm really glad she's visiting with her brother and his family. No snow, but maybe rain on Christmas Day. I'm really happy you're with your brother. That's really special to get to see them, Midge. Hope you have a very Merry Christmas with them. Yeah. We had this morning when we got up, it looked like the driveway was like slightly damp, but then this afternoon it did like all these little hail. But were you home then?
Oh, no, we had rain at work.
It hailed here. So, yeah. So.
And it wasn't heavy rain. It was just a little bit. So.
Yeah. So Richard just updated his.
Holly's going to be on the Navigator of the Seas on Mexican Riviera.
Wow. I am so excited for you. What's the weather like in March there? Oh,
Perfect.
It's warm.
It's warm.
It's warm.
Yeah.
It's not hot, but it's warm.
Yeah.
It's going to be really nice, Holly.
Enjoyable.
It's why so many people like to go to Mexico is for the weather, right?
Mhm.
I really do think so. Yeah, and it's a nice time to go. It'll be really nice. I'm happy for you. Let's see. Nancy asked Mike to run to the grocery store. He'll be back soon. I'm still trying to figure out what to do with her mom's stuff. I already have plenty of stuff.
Yeah.
Stuff is a tricky thing, huh? It's such a tricky thing because your stuff is special to you, but it's not special to anybody else, right? I've been trying to go through some of my stuff when I have a minute and just look and think, what do I really use? What do I really not use? What can I part with? Yeah, it's hard, isn't it?
Yeah.
I wish you all the best, Nancy. You remain in our prayers. Yeah. So, yeah.
Bruce here.
It was sure nice to meet you, Life, Liberty, and Guns. Really
Oh,
good to meet
yeah.
you. They were on the Love Boat
British Island?
cruise.
Oh, Love Boat.
Mhm.
Okay, yeah, that's
Yep.
what it was.
Bruce, sure is good to see you. Liz, nice to see you too, sweetie pie. Let's see. Oh, Chris says the Freedom's very similar to the Explorer, although he does like the Freedom better.
And Freedom's going in dry dock right
after the New Year's. That's great. Yeah. And Kathy, nice to have you with us. Oh, they're going to go. So Life, Liberty, and Guns are going to go on the Island Princess May 17th from LA through the Panama Canal. You're doing that one to New York for the 18 days.
Nice.
When I saw that announced, this is really interesting. When I saw that announced, I thought, oh, people are going to love this. I don't think I've had anybody book it. I got group space. So the price was like way better than it has been for quite some time. And like, I don't know, but I would do that one in a heartbeat if I wasn't, if Gordon still wasn't working. So yeah, good for you. I'm glad you're going.
Yeah. See, Nancy updated the app and she didn't have to re-log in. I didn't have to log in. Really?
It did when I deleted it, but when I just upgraded it,
log in again and everything. Didn't like me.
There you go.
And then I tried to log in with my Princess login and it didn't like it, so I had to come in through a booking number.
I shouldn't say never works. It rarely works.
We haven't had that. Yeah.
So let's see. Oh, Jeffrey, I remember Jeffrey. So when we went on the Caribbean Princess, he was wondering how to get to the sanctuary, because if you want to use the sanctuary, you have to be on the job to get there. Jeffrey, you warm our heart too. You have been here with us all this time, and that means a lot to us.
Well, what I enjoyed was you gave us a step-by-step on how to get there so that we could show you the blow by blow of how to get there. So.
Hurry, run here, run there.
It worked out perfectly.
Yeah, it did. So I'm excited. I hope you get some time in the sanctuary on this coming up cruise. So yeah, so Down Under Cruisers. So by the way, they have a channel. If I don't say that often enough, I sometimes in my mind I think things are understood. Down Under Cruisers have a channel. Go follow them. Absolutely. The Discovery is coming down under. Indeed, she is, and it's a big deal. You guys get the Discovery down there. I'm really happy for you. Yeah, really happy for you. Are you guys thinking of going on the Discovery while she's down there, or you'll have to let us know? But
so is Russell really on the Grand Princess right now? Are you saying?
Yes, Russell. How is it going? I remember reading your. Okay, so here's a discussion for everybody. So Russell posted over on our Facebook. I think it was on our Facebook group, or else I saw it somewhere else on Facebook, saying that they're on the Grand and they didn't feel like it was a great start. And it seems like he had some rough seas a little bit too, right? But so I was talking to somebody else on the phone, and they were saying how they were on. I want to say the Discovery with, or maybe it was a different cruise. Anyway, there's a cruise director named Jason, and Jayson, and he has an Instagram page, but she said that when they were on a cruise with him as a cruise director, it was fantastic. Like so many fun activities and just really, really fun to associate with. And like all of these things, really, really fun extra activities. Anyway. And so really good at involving everybody and having a fun time. And so she was saying, oh, I hope he's on the Discovery when we go next. But he has an Instagram and it is really fun to watch. So here's how I'm tying all this together with Russell's experience. I think he mentioned that he wished there were more Christmassy things going on. So right now I'm following what Jason is doing is he on the Discovery right now? Let me see if I can see him. But he is making the cruise that is going right now so special. Christmas things like crazy going on. amazing. And so for a long time, and tell me in the comments, do you guys follow cruise directors? But a yes or a no, or say who you like, because it's a big deal with cruise directors. People always saying, do you know who the cruise director is? And I was always thinking, of course, like I love Duval, love him from COVID and from being on him with the first Love Boat cruise we did out of LA in October 2022. But I never got it until I was watching everything Jason's doing and speaking with the person I was talking to. The other cruise director that we've been with, like Cole, when we were, he was on
Love Boat?
he was on the Eclipse.
No, okay.
Maybe he was on the Love Boat
I
cruise.
thought he was on Love
He was
Boat.
on something not too long ago.
Yeah.
Anyway, he does an excellent job too. But I admit some of them are absent a lot more and don't quite go out of their way to do so many fun things. So it makes me really want to go on a cruise that Jason's the cruise director, because we're going to have so much fun. And so Russell, who is your cruise director? And I'm not throwing rocks. I don't believe in that, but it's just fun to tell us what you're thinking here, Russell.
Yeah.
That would be good to see. And I'm finding it really quick so that you guys can follow it too. Cruise director Jason, all run together on Instagram. So just cruise director Jason. And like I said, Jayson. Okay. So fun. Oh, wait. And I was going to tell you what ship he's on, because, let's see, which ship is it on Discovery right now. And so there you go. If you are going on the Discovery really soon, I don't know when that contract ends for him, but you are in for a treat. Sorry, this is driving me nuts. And so yeah, let me know. Okay. So Jeffrey says that Bing, like the search engine Bing, does not bring up his blog, but Google does. I am really sorry about that, Jeffrey. So Google, you guys, Google Cruising for One blog, and it brings it up. I know this is terrible. I should just have a link I use every time, but I Google every time. and I use Google and it works. Yeah. So looking for his travel blog, definitely click on that. So yeah, and Jeffrey's always really nice. He posts over on our Facebook group when he goes. I'm excited to hear. Things are better, Russell says. Good. And Nikki is a cruise director. I am happy things are looking up. What was I thinking? I just lost my
cruise director.
Maybe. And so if anybody start sharing about cruise directors, we need to keep track of that better. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Sean and Ilana want me to retire.
Well, me too, but we do talk about that. We just are trying to find a happy medium with not working longer than you should work in life, having enough money to do what you want to do afterwards. And I'll be honest, like every time I go to the grocery store, I'm not kidding, I think, oh my gosh, Gordon has to work longer. And I think that, and I think the other thing I think is I see why cruise lines are having a hard time with food. Like we just went on, was it Friday night or Saturday night to get other things for Christmas for when the kids come. And I'm talking about food now, groceries. And it blows me away how much everything costs. And I know I'm old, but eggs were $4.99 a dozen. And a lot of things are so much more. It's some things I just said, well, we just don't need that for that much. And so I feel like that's impacting it. Is it? Does that impact you guys? I don't know. Yeah. You don't have to say if you don't want to say. It's okay. So let's see. Holly has been chasing deer for the last 9 days. How cool is that? Good for you. Now scrambling to get ready for Christmas. Oh, okay. I always have all laid plans, and I'm always at the last minute thinking of things that I should have thought of sooner or whatever. But you'll get there, Holly. It's okay. Have you ever heard that saying that we'll get everything ready for Christmas somehow? I'm the somehow. This is my best assistant. So yeah, let's see. Richard says they are sailing on the Majestic, July 2025 on the 10-night Grand Mediterranean. Nice. Are you really? I am so excited for you.
Looked at where they're going
it probably is. So are you going out of Trieste? Or is that a different one? They have 3 sailings that go from Trieste, which is over, by Venice. And we had one of those booked till we had to cancel it.
Yeah.
for something else came up. But I'm so excited for you. Those are really good itineraries, really nice itineraries. Let's see.
Oh, and Down Under talking
Oh,
about
Holly's got a great idea for
for Nancy.
For Nancy for talking to relatives.
Yeah,
That's
Down
a great idea.
Under mentioning about time they got a new ship. Yeah, but you've had the Majestic off and on.
It's been a while.
Yeah.
So anyway.
Okay, we'll concede.
Okay, Chris says, am I correct that I have heard that the sanctuary is not handicap accessible? So you know what? Well, you know what? I know that like on the
they have
Jeffrey Hoppin, if you know, but they have an elevator, don't they, that goes up?
Now the regular elevator may only go up one floor below it, but
they have another one.
They will have a special lift if you cannot navigate the stairs.
Yeah,
and we have seen that, and it depends on the ship, but I think most ships still have where you can get up there on a special lift. You have to talk to them ahead of time to come get it for you, maybe.
Well, you don't have to not before your cruise. You just have to ask
when
you want to go up.
When you're there. Yeah, I'm not saying that yet. I don't know that you can push the button yourself. I think somebody has to assist you with it.
But I remember when we were on the Caribbean, somebody had asked, and we went and found it. It was on the other side.
Yeah.
So definitely, I would definitely ask. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So. Yeah, it's really nice. But so once you get up to that level, you're fine. Yeah.
Both Life, Liberty, and Guns, they did have to both log in, and it took a while. So.
Oh, but it worked okay now. Good. Yeah. So
Richard, yes, we have sailed on the Majestic.
Yeah, a few times because she is the ship that Princess started off with at the end of COVID, like with the restart. So we got to go to her to Alaska in 2021 in August, and then we did the Mexican Riviera. I feel like we've done one other. I think we've been to her.
No, you were on Discovery on the other Love Boat, so I think it's just the 2 times.
Yeah, but we very much like that ship. Mm-hmm. Really like. So that's the one that will be for the British Isles and Fire and Ice Transatlantic. We're doing it in 26 as a group thing, and I'm really looking forward to it. That's going to be a really nice ship to do it, and I'm excited to see they're doing a dry dock for her this coming up March, and I know that they're going to do things with restaurants, but
so you won't have the noodle. They won't have the noodle thing anymore,
right? Some people say that they're going to take away like the Hollywood Conservatory is going to become something of the sanctuary, but I don't know, and some people say no. So that part I have not seen like a reliable resource on, so we'll just kind of see how it shapes up. But it's a beautiful ship. Absolutely beautiful ship. I would go on her anywhere.
The Hollywood Conservatory was really nice because it is an enclosed area. Mm-hmm. It got a little chilly in there. I don't remember, was that the Alaska part or the Mexican part? But it was. It was chillier than we'd hoped. But.
Well, it's just when we went, the pool wasn't heated. Gordon tried it, and the pool in there was quite chilly. Yeah. So, but it's okay.
It was wonderful still.
But we liked that ship a lot. Yeah, it's just beautiful. Mm-hmm. You'll like it. Yeah. Okay, Sue and Phil like Cole.
He was on Discovery now.
He is. Thank you for saying. Yeah, I saw him on the Sun.
Jason was on the Transatlantic in November last year.
On the Enchanted. I think that's so. Kathy, you were on that cruise. Excuse me. I'm sorry. I think that's when who I was talking to on the phone was on as well. So like they had that like dancing thing, and he had your video of him doing the dance so you could practice. So they're practicing in the hall, and just so many fun things. So that's awesome.
And Jeffrey says he can't even remember a single princess.
Yeah, me neither. Before I started doing this, Jeffrey. Yeah, not at all. It's just kind of funny, huh? Yeah. And it's funny how different cruises are different. Mm-hmm. So.
Julie, that's it. Cruise director, Julie. Love Boat. That's all we know.
Oh, thanks, Flintstone 2000. Sure is nice to see you. Have a great Christmas, too.
Yeah.
Let's see. Actually, using the Google search is better for my analytics. You know what, Jeffrey? Thanks for saying that. Whenever you want to find our channel, if you'll search Let's Go Travel Tips, it's better for our analytics as well.
It is.
Too. Well, we're trying to get away. We have little business cards that have a QR code that take you right to our channel on YouTube. And when we get more printed, we're not going to do that. We're just going to say search Let's Go Travel Tips because that helps us out a lot. Yeah. So everybody remember that. And I'm glad I search for your channel every time, Jeffrey. That's great. I'm glad.
And it makes me feel good when I search on ours and up comes our Facebook, up comes the YouTube, up comes the website.
Mm-hmm.
So we're
Yeah.
getting there.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll keep searching for yours as well,
Yep,
Jeffrey.
we will.
His
And
wife found eggs $2 a dozen.
wow, I thought they would be on sale for Christmas.
Yeah.
And so they had better on sale for $2.50 a pound, and you could get 5. So I got that. And not that I'm using 5 in the next 2 weeks, 5 pounds, but it'll come in handy. I'll go look again. Maybe they'll be on sale here somewhere.
Yeah.
So we need to run out tonight and finish some things up.
Yeah.
So
Richard says he's going on the Majestic from
Rome
to
to
Barcelona.
That's
Yeah.
It doesn't matter not going from Trieste. It's still going to be wonderful.
Yeah.
This is going to be, when we go on the inaugural for the Star Princess, it's going to be the first time that we have been to Rome as an excursion day. And I'm going to talk about that tomorrow in my video. So listen, I was going to say more now, but I'll tell you all about that tomorrow and all of these other things to keep in mind. So make sure you listen, Richard. But because it's a lot to think about. Yeah. So yeah, Jeffrey said Caribbean Princess, definitely accessible. I can't imagine them not making it accessible, to be quite frank, Chris. I'm sure they've all got a place. Yeah.
Which one were we just on? Where we found, was it on the Regal? And we found an elevator on the very back that went up just from 17 to 18. That was for, and it wasn't lit. It was dark in there.
Yeah. Yeah, Buttons Bug says he looked up Cruise Director Cole. He is phenomenal. He is on his game. He really is. He knows what he's doing and does a really good job. So Richard's going with his 3 siblings and all of our spouses. Yeah, thank you. Holly's going to take a catamaran wheel watching in Cabo. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, you'll love it.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
Yes, you are in for a treat. And you know what? A catamaran is so much better than taking okay, I'll just say it. I would rather go on a catamaran than a rib boat. What would you rather go on? What would you guys rather go on?
Depends on where we are.
In Cabo, whale watching.
In Cabo? The rib boat?
Yeah, because they run those too.
Yeah,
so everybody say,
would
you rather go on a rib boat? Like one of those is kind of like being on a raft.
Yeah.
Those rapid inflatable boats. And would you rather do that, or would you rather go on a catamaran? Say in the comments. I would rather go on a catamaran because it's so much more stable. I want to take pictures. I'm not going like this the whole time.
But would they zip around more on the rib trying to chase them?
Well, I don't know that we should chase whales.
Well, to the point like in
just
Alaska,
yeah,
being on the small boat versus the
They'll
big
go
one.
See it. Oh,
the
yeah.
big one, they're like, yeah, the whale's over there. The little guy, they're like, oh, let's go get it.
Yeah, let's go see.
Not go get it, but go see it
Yeah.
close.
Yeah. Anybody that's taken that, though, down in Cabo for the whales, tell Holly. Let's see. How old is the golden? Gordon, look and see how old is the golden princess. Well, it's the old golden princess. Sorry. You know what? The golden princess is the very first princess cruise we took back in 2014. So how fun is that? I'm glad you're doing that. I mean, that you guys get that down there. It's a really nice ship. Yeah. Gina liked Cole on the Discovery this past February. He was so fun. I am so glad. I am really glad they're gonna. Yeah, that's awesome. Let's see. Life, Liberty, and Guns says,
built in 2001.
Okay, here's a really good discussion for us. So I even clicked on it so everybody can see. Are you aware of the Princess Fare adjustment that requires you to complete a form online and then provide you with a fare difference plus 20% in onboard credit? So that is what Princess is called. Gosh, when did they start this? Months ago. Quite some time ago, that they say that, if you book your cruise, you find it for a lower price, this is their best price guarantee, you can submit that form, and then, like you said, they'll give you the difference in the fare plus 20%. Yep, you can do that, or you can just have a lower fare. Yeah, you can just have a lower fare if you want to, or if you want to fill out the form because you want the onboard credit. I would say it depends on what cruise I'm going to go on and how much that price difference is if I'm going to want the lower fare or if I'm going to want to have to fill that out and get that, because you get that extra 20% as onboard credit, because sometimes like the change in fare can be substantial. And if I don't know a lot of excursions I want to do in that place, or if I've already got my excursions booked and they are sold out, there's no way I want to like cancel it and apply my onboard credit to it. You'd have to wait till you got on the ship to do that, or like to make a new booking, because sometimes you have to make a new booking to get the difference in the cruise fare. And it just is really, it's a funny thing, all these different ins and outs. But if you have to make a new booking to get the new cruise fare, you always want to make sure that when you make the new booking, you can get the excursions that you really want, same class cabin, all that kind of thing. But yeah, it is a thing. It's called their best price guarantee. So did you guys do that? Did you do that? And then did you end up, so did they tell you had to do that, or did you just choose that option rather than getting the lower fare? So let's see. I asked a question on your Friday show about the princess going to a self-serve buffet.
On the Sun.
Saw it on on the Sun. Saw it on a Facebook post that it's true, but there is no date yet. Oh, so how did you confirm with Princess? Do you know somebody? Okay, this is the only reason I'm asking, Joseph. And it'll be interesting to see.
Yeah.
Like, thanks for telling us, giving us a heads up so we'll all know to pay attention. I can call Princess Reps and get different answers on the same day to the same question, is the only reason I say that. The other day I got somebody telling me that you could not use gift cards to pay for insurance on a cruise. And I've like had people give me gift cards and I apply it for the cost of the whole cruise. And so I got somebody that would not apply it. So you couldn't do that. Called back later in the day, got somebody, she applied and we're good. So anyway, it'll be fun to see. I'm going to say though, if they do that, I am so surprised. I'm going to say so surprised. I really thought that they had taken the next step. That really surprises me. Really surprises me. Yeah, well, I'll keep our eye out. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
I know we've got Let's Go family members that will be going on the Sun, because we have people going everywhere. So yeah, keep us posted. Let us know what the buffet looks like. Yeah.
Oh, poor Richard got eggs for $6.99 a pound or a dozen.
And then today I saw in the news that I guess there's a recall on eggs from Costco because of a high risk of salmonella. So there goes a bunch more eggs. So we got to figure out what to put in our bread and some other things instead of eggs. I do have a really good recipe. If anybody wants me to share it, I'll put it somewhere, that I got to make bread without eggs. I don't know. Usually when I make my rolls, there's eggs in there. But then you think of making like dough for cinnamon rolls and other stuff like that, and there's eggs in there. So anyway, yeah, it's hard, isn't it? Because even if you think, well, I'm not going to have eggs for breakfast, there's still other things you really need eggs for.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. Okay.
Barb's on the island, Princess. Rocky.
Renee
but
loves
we'll calm
smoke.
down
I like
tomorrow.
that. Oh, good. I am so glad. So nice to see you, Barb. Good to see you on the island.
And then they're all voting in. They all say catamaran.
Oh, there you go. There you go. Holly, you're on the right excursion.
Yeah.
It's going to be great.
And she says that the one that she's on has appetizers and an open bar. And and we've been on not the catamaran, the sailboat.
Like a sailboat one. And you know what? They have, actually, the food is really good.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, let me silence my phone. The food that we were served, it was really good. And they really did have, like, on the unlimited bar, you could ask for as many Diet Cokes as you wanted. And some people were asking for alcoholic beverages. And
they had juice.
Yeah, they had juice, Gordon Lakes juice.
Yeah.
So, yeah, this will be nice, Holly. This will be really nice. So, yeah. Oh, Melody,
I don't know where you are, but you can show me. Go to privacy settings, select location services, scroll to Siri, and allow location access.
I'm trying.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So we'd like to thank Siri for joining us on our live this evening.
Yeah.
We've now dismissed her. We appreciate her showing up, though.
Yeah, everybody likes catamarans. And I was saying hi to Melody. So good to see you, Melody. Thanks for coming.
Oh, see, Life Live, they said that they had to do that.
Oh, we did it twice on the Panama Canal cruise and was quite a bit different, approximately $600 each, but we've used it on excursions. I'm glad you were able to use it. That's interesting. They made you do that. So interesting. Really interesting. See, all of these things that it's handy to know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, here we go. I called the person who booked the cruise for me. He works in London in the sales department, was on the Sun last April. I'm going again on February 8th. Well, Joseph, let us know. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, definitely let us know. Maybe by February, if they were going to switch it over, they'll have it switched over. Yeah, we look forward to hearing from you. That's great. Oh, wow. I will grab some of our Costco eggs and send them to you. $12 for 32. Wow. $12 for 32 eggs.
Is that Australian dollars?
Well, of course it is, sweetheart. So, wow. I'm trying to think of.
We're trying to do the math to a dozen.
Yeah. No, I was trying to think of how much we bought those ones finally the other night for. So,
2,600.
Let's see.
Normally on the grand, and now it's at 27.
Oh,
so we've got a few extra.
With the Christmas time.
That would make
people
sense.
For the holidays. Yeah, it's really interesting how much busier everything gets when you get children out of school and families going. So here, everybody put in the comments, like, have you been on like a cruise at the holiday time before, whether it's at Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's? I noticed the other day I was looking at the Emerald Princess sailing December 30th because I'm always trying to figure out when we can go. And there were still a couple of rooms open. It's way too expensive.
Yeah.
Like can't do that. But yeah, I was surprised there were any cabins left at all. So I'm really, I think it's a fun time to go. Like I said, I want to do that someday.
Well, and I was reminiscing the other day with my son about the first cruise I went on was a Christmas cruise. I was 16 years old, 16. And it was 1976. It was the bicentennial year. Sure. And in the Caribbean, there were a lot. Well, the ship's crew, the officers had their families on board too. Oh. It was an NCL ship, seaward, southward, one of the two. And and I went skin diving, snorkeling in the Bahamas on Christmas Day.
Wow.
Where on Paradise Island, where the Atlantis resort now is.
Oh, wow. Like on that same beach area?
Yeah.
It was nice even then.
It was an empty beach.
Wow.
Yeah.
See, time goes by.
Yeah.
Wow. You're sure nice. Oh, and Sue, thank you. That's what I was taking a picture of. She put down that you can replace an egg with ground flaxseed mixed with 3 tablespoons of water to replace an egg. Or Bob's Red Mill makes a great egg replacer. Thanks for saying that. I've used some of the Bob's Red Mill things before. So I didn't never look for the egg replacer. Thank you. That's great. Russell says there's lots of kids. Yeah.
And that's a happy thing. If you don't want to have kids around, well, don't cruise right now.
Yeah, or go on Virgin or Viking.
Yeah.
Yeah. We booked our Viking cruise. I'll have to
we'll tell you
I'll get the itinerary up and everything, but yeah, we're going. Let's see. Lori went on Majestic this Thanksgiving. So Lori, if you've got anything new to say about that, let us know. Oh, wow. Cruising with Kristen. Sure is good to see you. Got tickets to Phantom of the Opera on a Christmas cruise and spent Christmas Eve in Puerto Rico. That sounds fun. That's awesome. So they did Phantom of the Opera on a Christmas cruise. That's really fun. Nice. We got to go see Clearback in 1991. We went to see Phantom of the Opera at the Dorothy Chandler Pavilion in Los Angeles. It was fabulous. Yeah, it was something
I could still squeeze into my wedding tux.
We wore a tuxedo. I wore a beautiful gown. We went to dinner was that called the Top of Five on the top of the Westin?
No, that was that was a different time. We did something else.
No, we went up there. I remember because I remember the view.
Okay.
And I remember
then I guess we've been there twice. Okay, yeah, it's called the Top of Five at the Westin Bonaventure, if it's still called the Westin Bonaventure.
We don't know.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's a happy memory. Thanks for saying that, Kristen. Gina loves catamarans for the stability, Zodiac for the zippy ride. That's true. And they are so close. Okay. They're so close to the water. We did that. We did the rib boat. My favorite one was in Grandeur Fjord there in Norway. It was beautiful. It was so beautiful, but it was smooth there. It was smooth. Yeah.
Yeah. She wasn't too sure about the one in Alaska a year and a half ago.
Nope. Donna, sure is good to see you. So nice to see you. I hope you and your girls and Sweet husband are doing good. Yeah. Let's see. Kristen has spent Christmas Day in St. Thomas.
Nice.
Hey, Tina. Usually cruise over Christmas and New Year's. This year, sadly, we are home. Sometimes it's nice to be home, though, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, Richard went first cruise on the Sitmar Fair Wind in 1981. The experience changed me forever.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I saw? I've been thinking a lot about how, well, you all probably are too. You look at where you are at the end of 2024, what you want to do in 2025. But I was thinking about like what changed me in 2024. And so we'll have to talk about that in one of our lives. So be thinking about what changed you in 2024. Gordon's at work and I just either think or do work. So, and sometimes at the same time, but I'm sure you guys think about that a lot too. And it always seems like things that change you, don't you think so? Rarely do we have whole days that change us. I feel like when we have a whole day that changes us, that's huge. But often to me, things that change us come in moments, whether it's, who you meet and who you associate with, maybe something they say or places that you see, what you feel there. I don't know. I'm just throwing that out there. Think about what you want to think. Liz says, last Christmas on the Caribbean with family and their neighbors. How fun is that? And Santa Claus was there. That is so cool. Her little grandchildren were over yesterday. And they're 2 and 4. And it's so fun for them to tell us about Santa Claus.
Oh yeah, I was grilling them. I said, "You mean there's this guy that comes around your house, and how does he get in?"
Down the chimney. So it was just really sweet. Oh, Joy DeFore. I hope I said that right. Eggs in Southern California, $8.04 for 18 regular sized eggs. Oh my gosh! See, you're like us. Get out the flaxseed and the water when you're making bread. Yeah. Other than
that means that your sausage egg McMuffin at McDonald's is a better deal than it used to be.
Well, we don't know how much they cost there.
They're $2 in the app.
Oh.
Still.
There you go. Get the app. Let's see.
They're $3 if you just do the drive-thru.
Melody did a New Year's cruise and had great weather. Pipes froze on the ship on the previous cruise.
Oh, wow.
Oh, my. Had a few extra kids. Wow. Got to see Phantom of the Opera months after I got the ticket. I was in a show at school and went the day after I closed on my show. Oh. Well, that's great. Good. Let's see. We're really excited. So we're doing Viking River first because I just feel like we need to. So, yeah, I want to do more Viking cruises for us, and I want to know more, talk about them. I've done all their training. I know all the things. I send quite a few people on Viking cruises. Nobody ever comes back disappointed. Never. So I'm just really excited for us to go.
Yep.
So Tina says last Christmas was on the Sapphire South American Antarctica. My husband was asked to preach the Christmas service. That is so nice. Good for you guys for doing that. That's wonderful.
Because the Sapphire is there right now again.
Mm-hmm.
It will be there for us next year.
Yeah. And here's one thought, though. If we ever get to go on an expedition one, if you go earlier in the season on the right ship, you can pull up on the ice. I'm learning about this. I'm going to tell you all about it, but the things you can do.
Wow.
So like I said today, go watch my video if you haven't. I feel like sometimes people feel like going on a princess or celebrity or Holland America to Antarctica is somehow second best. And you know what? It is not.
No.
It is not. No. So don't anybody think that. I'm a dreamer. You can probably tell. I like to look at things. I like to watch things. I like to read about things. But it doesn't mean that I'm not doing them just a certain way is not the best. So going the way we're going to go is extraordinary.
Yeah.
It takes a lot of the risk out too.
Yeah. Well, like you talk about, what things changed for you or how were you changed in 2024? In 2020, of course, there was COVID. That changed everything.
Everything and everybody.
But in January and February of 2020, when we went to Antarctica, to me, I felt like that changed us both.
It did.
Yeah.
It did.
It just, the experience was just eye-opening in the fact that okay, yeah, we'd been to Europe once or twice, and yeah, we'd flown here, driven there,
It's different
but
than
all of a
everywhere.
sudden, we're on a whole almost otherworldly place,
Very much so.
and it was still our Earth, and that was just,
It was
yeah, it
magnificent.
was very,
Yeah.
very life
Yeah.
changing.
Yeah, it is very much so.
Which
So
goes along
thanks.
with that. She's asking, have you ever done the Drake Passage? Yes,
So on the way down, I would say we had the Drake Lake.
very much
On
so.
the way back, part way up, it became the Drake Shake. And then all the way up the
Yeah.
coast of Chile, because ours was Buenos Aires to Santiago, it was really rough. And I know I've said this, but I'll say it again. The captain was going in and out of those beautiful Chilean fjords and as much as he could to take us out of the ocean because it was so rough. What spectacular scenery. Like, oh my goodness.
Oh, yeah.
Like, wow.
Yeah.
Just wow. So,
well, and
yeah.
I have to say, even though, you might say it was the Drake Shake coming up towards Cape Horn, I think it was 12-foot swells.
Well, that's where the
And
Atlanta Pacific meet is.
right. And it wasn't, to me, it wasn't, yeah, we were going up and down, but it was not even as much as we were, as we, like you said, came up the coast where it got even more.
Yeah.
And it was,
But we weren't worried anything was going to
never.
happen to us.
No.
Yeah.
Very enjoyable
yeah.
time.
So Kevin stayed at the Western Bonaventure just recently.
Oh,
very nice. Is it still nice? Oh, that's good.
And it's still the Bonaventure.
Good. Thanks for saying that. Yeah, we enjoyed it. We went there one time with somebody else, and then we went with us.
That's what messed. Okay, that's what messed me up. Gotcha.
So cruising with Kristen's, not sure if it counts as a holiday cruise, but went on the Carnival Venezia January 4th. Oh, how fun is that? First ever brand new ship, and right after the new year. I know. I love that they brought those ships over from Costa Cruise Lines. That is still on our list. Really, still on our list. Every time though that we've had a chance to do it. Recently, it seems like it's always been like on a holiday, and then I look and it's like 3 or 4 night cruise, and I'm like, oh, I don't want to do that. So we'll get there. We are going to get there. So thanks for sharing that. Hey, James, nice to see you. Oh, Wendy, so good to see you. Dave golfs with a couple that only cruise on Viking. Oh, wow, they love it. Someday we will get to try it. Indeed. I think of you so often, Wendy. You are in my prayers. You're a love to take such good care. You are. You're wonderful. So I'm glad. Yeah, I'm so excited. Really excited.
So I like what Richard says here.
Spent New Year's Eve on the Royal Caribbean ship in the Caribbean. Remember, we had a New Year's Eve party that celebrated New Year's at 12:30. Oh,
it goes down here.
So you turned the clocks back and had another party because they crossed the date line. Now that is funny.
Yeah.
That is awesome, though. Like me as well. Celebrate every time you can.
When we were first married and we'd go to her parents for Christmas time, which was in the Eastern time zone, my parents were in the Western and Pacific time zone. So I would always call her right after New Year's, the New Year midnight. And then I'd call her and my mom and say, I'm calling from the future.
So, Mary Jo, so nice. So nice to see you. Really nice to see you. So, Mary Jo, do you guys want to do the expedition ones, or are you thinking like Princess, Holland America, whoever? Tell me what you think, sweetie pie. Let's see.
Greg, how was Endurance?
I have read Endurance.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. What Shackleton and his men endured and it survived is unfathomable.
Mm-hmm.
It is. And so, when we were on our cruise, there were, and I'm so hopeful that they're still doing this. So somebody on the Sapphire, speak up, because they had both a naturalist kind of person on board and they had a historian on board. And he did such a good job. So every day there was at least one lecture by each one of them.
Mm-hmm.
Some days there were 2. And we just learned so much and thoroughly enjoyed. But yeah, I have read Endurance and it's remarkable. And if you didn't know this, so forever the Endurance, she sank. And they I think it was just last year, found her. And so I follow this guy. His name is Dan Snow. I have some of his books, and he is a historian. He's based in Great Britain, and he does he's amazing. He is just amazing what he does with history. But he was on that expedition when they went to try to find the Endurance, and it's really remarkable that they found it. I'll have to try to find some of those videos and try to remember to link them under a video, just if anybody's interested. But yeah, they found the Endurance, if you can believe it or not. And like I said, I think it was just last year in Antarctica season. Yeah, so cool, isn't it? Let's see. Hey, Henry and Diane, nice to see you. They did a Viking transatlantic over Thanksgiving. The seas were the calmest I've ever seen. Oh, I am so happy for you. Good for you for doing that over a Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
I bet you enjoyed it. Yeah. And I think that more and more, it's going to be so interesting to see the direction everything goes. You always worry about everything changing, but luckily a lot of things stay the same.
Or get better.
But, I'm always thinking of people that don't like changes that Princess is making right now. Like, to me, it's a good segue to go on Viking. So I need to try the Viking Ocean.
Mm-hmm.
But talking with people that I've done those cruises for, they love those. They're remarkable. And I am so excited to try the Viking River and compare it with Avalon. And then with doing the river, we're doing it next summer, then in Europe, or then comparing it with, I know Alma Waterways will be just that much nicer. But yeah, there's a whole big world out there. So I'm really excited to give it a try.
Yeah.
So Mary Jo says, maybe Princess, maybe an expedition if I can get her nerve up. So, and there is such a range with expedition. I'm learning all these things right now. But
the Viking expeditions are really something.
They are. Gordon did a lot of training with me. I know you were doing that a while ago. And because if he's not busy and he's home, he likes to hear about things too. But then I've been doing other research on it, and it's extraordinary what they do. Yeah. So we're excited. So anyway, Chris, sure is really good to see you. I hope you and May are doing well. Let's see. Would love to see the Northern Lights someday. What are the best cruises for this adventure? So the Northern Lights, there's such a big wide world out there about that. But the bottom line is just to go when you have the best chance of seeing it. So you have everything from Princess, we loved our Northern Lights cruise that we did last year. It was in October. Princess usually just does one official Northern Lights cruise a year in Norway. But then you have Viking does a really good job. So the new Viking Vela that they just announced, she's doing just a couple of sailings in the Western Mediterranean. And then she will be heading in January up to run Northern Lights cruises up in Norway. And so I don't know. I loved what Princess did. So you have to kind of think, what would I do differently, right? And I did learn what I would do differently as far as excursions go with Princess.
Yeah.
But so Viking, I think Viking is a really good option. I think that Hurtigruten is an amazing option up there. But then basically it's just going up there and situating yourself at the right time to see everything. And so part of why the Northern Lights season officially goes princesses are usually they leave either very at the end of September or ours left October 4th is when ours sailed. And so you have to just catch that window of time. That's earlier in the Northern Lights season. So when we went, we got to see the Northern Lights, luckily, but so much relies on how much cloud cover you've got. So it's important to get a cruise that has lots of days where you're in the Arctic Circle and have a really good chance to see it, which our Princess Cruise did. Yeah. But I do want to try it on Viking. And one reason that I want to try it on Viking is the enrichment that they run on board. They are known for their enrichment.
Very much so.
I'm very much looking forward to that, seeing what that looks like on the river. When we went on Avalon, there was zero enrichment. And so we'll see what that looks like. But anyway, there we go.
So right over here. No, don't look over there on the screen.
Oh.
I put a link to our Northern Lights playlist.
Sorry, I talked about that too long.
So that will have all the Northern Lights videos that we did that was October of 2023. So, and seeing that it's Christmas and you probably got a little bit of time, sit down and watch them all. Nice little series going from one to the next to the next.
So Jeffrey asked, does anyone know where John Padgett is going? I don't. You know, in the press releases that they made about the new president, it said he's stepping away from the industry. So if I had to guess, he's going to go somewhere else and like do something tech. I really think tech clearly has been his thing. It's like what he did at Disney. It's what he did at Princess until they had him be the president. I don't think that's what he loves. I think he loves the tech stuff.
Yeah.
And thinking of that. So
who needs the next?
We will keep our eye out.
Who needs the next disruptive innovation?
I don't know, with something like that, with a wearable. Or maybe he'll just do something different. Or maybe he's earned enough money. He's like, I'm gonna cruise now. I don't think so. But yeah, Finzi and I did an expedition cruise to Antarctica on Hurtigruten. Absolutely the best. Yeah. So Hurtigruten includes a lot. Like you have to don't you have to? You probably went when you had to like take the course, learn all the things. Yeah, it's remarkable. I bet it was fabulous. Yeah. Thanks for saying that. So off to dinner, Russell. Enjoy. Okay. Yeah. Let's see. Cruising with Prince. Let's see. She's going to be going to Princess to Hawaii in 2026. Does Princess have the e-muster? So you know what? I think we're going to look and see if I've got a check-in email. I bet video. If I don't, I'll hurry up and do one. So they have the e-muster, except for lately they've said like every 6 months a ship is going to have an in-person one. And clearly, I think they've not said it, but I think it's so that they can train their crew, so that their crew has been through one. Officially, as you know, they get new crew coming. And so it just happens it'll just happen if you happen to be on the ship when they're having to do that.
Right.
But other than that, it's the e-muster.
Richard's talking about our standard, what we've been doing.
Oh, yeah.
Jeffrey was asking that Port Canaveral. So yeah, what we have heard is that it is every 6 months. So it's kind of a luck of the draw as to which one you get.
Yeah. Yeah, we had Let's Go family members just on the Caribbean for the cruise. They just get off today. And it was an e-muster. So yeah, you just watch it. If you haven't been on before, I think I talked about this in my video the other day. You twice. Just watch the video and you go to your muster station and have a swipe.
She talked about it a couple of the one that we Saturday's video.
We were so late. It was Sunday,
But she gives a step by step. And then earlier this month, we also, because I used some of the same pictures of muster. So
So thanks for coming.
But it does give the step by step on that.
Christy, you and David, so good to see you. I hope you're safely over there in LA. It's really good to see you. I hope you two have the very best Christmas. I hope all of you have the best Christmas. Does anybody have any questions before we go? I just realized it's 7:04 here.
Let me put up the link for this video that does include the e-muster information and other things that you must know when you're cruising.
Virgin lets you watch it while you're waiting in the terminal. Oh, that's a good idea. See, that's a really good idea. I think all the cruise lines could do that, right?
Oh, yeah.
Because then you would get that done. But I hope that, in thinking about it in my video that I made that Gordon put up for Sunday, I really hope people are paying attention to it. I get the feeling that a lot of people feel like it's just something you got to do. But I hope they pay enough attention, like if there actually were a real emergency, that they would know what to do. Grab your life vest, how to use it, where to go, get your warm clothing and your medicine you have to have. So I really do hope. Cruising with Kristen says, Royal and Celebrity both do the e-muster. Carnival does it in person. I wonder if Carnival is like Princess and doing the every 6 months or something. Because I just said somebody on Carnival said that it was the e-muster again. When I was on Carnival, it was the e-muster. I don't know. It's hard to keep up with everything, isn't it?
It is.
But yeah, it might be just what sailing, because I know that Disney still does it in person. So, and Azamara, when I was on Azamara in September, it's in person there. So, yeah. Thanks, everybody. Thanks for coming. I hope you have the merriest Christmas, the happiest Hanukkah, that you all happy holidays. However you celebrate, I hope you have a wonderful time. We'll look forward to seeing you on.
So Jeffrey said he
Friday.
Could never hear
the instructions when they did it in person. I agree.
Yeah.
It was a yard sale. I agree with you. Yeah, I agree. I
Yeah.
know much better now what to do from
yeah.
having watched that video. I agree
Yeah.
completely. And especially the part I always worry about people knowing how to go get the children, right?
Mhm.
Like that would be something I would be worried about if I was there and it had emergency. So thanks everybody for coming. Thank you very
Yeah.
much. Merry Christmas to everybody.
Enjoy your
Happy
days. And
Hanukkah.
yeah, we
Happy
do plan to be here
holidays.
Friday night.
Yeah, we'll see you then. Okay. We'll be talking to y'all again really soon. Y'all take really good care. God bless you. Love you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.